Sounds working. Turn that down. All right. We're going to try to make a camera. I'll use the electronics for the camera prop, and then I'll build the camera itself later. But for now, see what we can do here. So this is going to involve a bunch of parts that I got in yesterday, and ChatGPT telling me what to do. I didn't feel like designing it myself, so I'm going to need one of these fuse blocks and the right size fuses. I don't know which ones are which at the moment. I believe the yellow is what I want. That's 20 amp. I think that's the lowest one I got. 30, 40, yep, 20 amp. Really, it calls for 15, but that's fine. So I will need one fuse block. Oh, it's already got one preloaded, a 30 amp. Let's go ahead and put that in the bag. Save this for another project later. Maybe when I don't know. I've already uploaded the code to the Arduino I got. Come on, what's going on here? Why does that want to fit in? Come on. Why doesn't that want to go in? Hey, what's up? China Scott. Welcome, welcome. Not doing really any woodworking today. This is more going to be an electronics build. I can't get this stupid fuse in here. Holy crap, what is going on? There we go. It's like, maybe hard to see on camera, but it's like at a very slight angle. It's kind of weird. But there we go. We've got a fuse block. Am I supposed to cut that wire? Yeah, cut it and strip it back. It's going to be interesting. All right, what's this? This is our converter, DC to DC converter, 12 to 24 volts. And it's going to be fun. Now, one issue I'm going to have is this battery. I've got a multimeter somewhere. I have no idea where I put that. But I have no idea if this has a charge on it. And it didn't come with a charger. So I'm going to have to buy a battery charger. Hopefully that's charged. I can at least test this. 60 connectors, low voltage wires. The LED itself, big ass 100-watt LED. Hey, what's up, TD? So I'm working on, last night I showed like all the parts that came in. So I'm working on wiring up this prop. I'm going to be building a old like 1940s style camera, and I need a big bulb at the top that flashes real bright. You can see it from the stands as part of the show. So I'm doing that with a big ass LED on chip. That's my 14 gauge wire. I need that. I don't know where my wire strippers are either. Oh, that's my push button. And then I got a couple of fans in there because I got to build a cooling system as well, apparently. I don't know. We'll see how warm it gets. Make sure the fuse doesn't overheat. Yeah. Oh, it's chilly today. Temperature is dropping. It was like in the 50s and 60s, and now all of a sudden it is getting down. It's supposed to snow tonight. All right, so let's see what ChatGPT tells me. Step 1, build the power bus. Okay. Connect the battery plus to the fuse with red wire. Keep the fuse within 6 inches of the battery. So how the heck am I going to do that? They're 2 different gauges of wire. I don't have wire connectors. I got these XT6. Well, I got heat shrink tubing in here. That's not what I want. Some XT60s, but those are a different gauge. Huh. I might be screwed right from the beginning here. Because that fuse block wire is not going to fit. That's interesting. How the heck am I going to... I don't have any... I don't think... Well, I might have a box of electrical connectors. I'm thinking where I put that. I don't want to solder them together because I suck at soldering, and I have no idea where my soldering gun is anyway. So we're already running into a slight issue here. So I have no idea how I'm going to put those together. I mean, I guess for now, just to test it, I can I can just twist the wires together. I've got enough of these fuse blocks. I can always just replace it if I don't like the way it looks. So I need some dikes, and I gotta strip back that wire. I'll just do that with a knife. Do I know where my dikes are? No, of course I don't. How would I know where those are? Let me go check in a random place. Boy, where would I have put my dikes? Might have some in the toolbox. It would make sense, right? No idea where I put the damn things. One of these days I'll get organized. One of these days. I don't think I have any over there. Let's see here. Put some stuff around. A bit of mess over here. I have dikes over there. I do not. I can always use my I need those pliers. They have a cutter on there. All right, let me just check the toolbox real quick. Hold on. No, off camera at the moment. Nothing there. Nothing there. Do I have anything in there? Ooh, wait, what's that? It's not what that's intended for, but it'll work. Maybe. An actual pair of wire strippers would be perfect. I don't know if I have one. I'm gonna need that screwdriver. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I had a set of wire strippers. One of those tools I haven't needed in a very, very long time, and therefore haven't kept up with. All right. I should be able to make that work. Let's just see what happens. I cut it. All right. So there's that. Hey, what's up, Keith? Trying to wire up a band prop right now. I have no idea how this is going to go. It might be a complete failure. So, battery to the fuse input. But I need one of those little spade connectors. Where did I see those? Oh, are they in here? Nope. That's not them. I thought I had seen. I thought the battery had come with a bag of them. Shoot. That might be SOL. I might have to stop this and start it again later once I... Shoot. Do I have any of those? Oh, I've got them on there. That's what I did with them. I put them actually on the battery so I wouldn't lose them. I was being SMRT. But how the heck am I going to wire this fuse to that little spade connector? That makes things interesting. I guess I could solder it. I just hate soldering. And I don't know where my soldering gun is. Take off that for now. Excuse me. Okay. So this needs to connect to the positive of the battery. I am just not sure how I'm going to get that connector connected to that big ass wire. I don't have any way to do that. Not reliably anyway. I don't have anything that takes a battery like that I could take apart. It's like a scooter battery. My kids haven't had an electric scooter in a long time. I could use... I use one of... No, because that doesn't work like that. That's how those connect in together, right? Yeah, that's meant to be soldered. Shoot. I am going to have to do some soldering. I just hate soldering. I suck at it. So bad. Well, let's cut back this wire and see if it fits. I don't know what... I think this is 14 gauge. I think that's what I bought. But I didn't consider these fuses, these fuse blocks having a larger gauge wire.
What are you doing?
Going to YouTube, trying to build a band prop. A YouTube. I'm not telling you. It just involves some electronics. That's all you need to know.
What kind of electronics?
Don't worry about it.
Is it light?
Yes, it is. So there are lights involved with this show. At least one light. A really, really bright 100-watt LED chip.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why you do that.
You'll see eventually.
What? Did you text Writers?
Did I text him?
Yeah, did you?
About what?
About how the escape room thing he did was too hard and nobody could figure it out.
Oh, no. I didn't. Because he was busy doing jazz ensemble.
Is he driving back today?
I think so.
Or did they perform today?
No, they already performed. Man, that's some really thick insulation. Try it this way. Try not to slice my finger off. Nope, that's not going to work. I need a razor blade is what I need. This little guy just isn't sharp enough. All right, I might be calling this quits for now until I can get to... I really need a Radio Shack. There's one Radio Shack left in town, but it's not open on Sundays. What am I doing to that? This is some wicked cabling. What is going on here? All right, we're going to destroy this one just so we can see what it looks like on the inside. Oh, that worked too. Peel that back. Yeah, man, some braided copper wire. Holy crap. Some hardcore stuff right there. Where's my little snipper thing? Oh, they tell you to use the right tool for the job. Yeah, I don't follow that, obviously. All right, so we get some braided copper wire. That really does need to be soldered. Son of a gun. I hate soldering. And that is not fitting in there, even if it's soldered. So I'm going to have to solder that to this terminal so I can get that to connect to the battery. Okay. Fun. I got to figure out what I do with my soldering gun. It might actually be here. Oh, let's see. I don't think it is, but the last time I used it was, geez, probably 10 years ago, working on a school project for the kids. Oi, that's fun. That's fun. Get what I need at Walmart. They sell larger terminals I can crimp. Well, I have to go to Walmart in a little bit with the wife. So if I can get some crimp connector, I've got a box of connectors. No, that's not it. Damn it, I need to organize. I know where all this crap is. Yeah, I might be quitting for now and come back on later. Because I'm not going to get anywhere if I don't have that. Although, I could do it without a fuse. No, I don't want to do it without a fuse. I'll blow something. I'll get the right fuse too. That's 20 amp. Calls for a 15. I don't want to go too high and then it doesn't serve a purpose if it's too high of a current fuse. Well, let's look at the pieces and parts of all this stuff too while I'm at it, just so I know when I make myself a shopping list. Come on, open up. I have a knife. That works too. I don't need to reclose this. That's a little guy. Hopefully this 14 gauge wire will, yeah, that should fit. Inside of there, inside of the push button. Okay. Oh, what else do I got to take a look at? These little low voltage wires, they come with their own connectors. That's for connecting to the Arduino, I believe. And then this is what, the buck converter. That's all going to be soldered. Oh, no, I need a soldering gun. Shoot, I'm going to have to buy one at Walmart. I have no idea where it is. So I imagine, yeah, I have to solder the wires into these little connectors in the back. Fill that with solder, put the wire in, and hope for the best. All right. And this is physical connectors with just those are screw terminals. Huh. Well, that's fun. I'm going to try to find me a charger for this too. All right. So I'm making a shopping list for Walmart. And I'll be back later, I guess. See when the wife is going. What are we working on? Hey, Jack. So what I'm working on, I'm creating a prop for marching band this season. It's going to look like an old style camera, and it's going to use a big LED, in theory, hopefully. That's going to be a bright enough flash that you'll be able to, you'll understand it's a camera flash. Hopefully from the stands. Like, it's not meant to light up the world. It's just meant to be bright enough that you can see it from the stand, so the judges can see it in the crowd. And it's not gonna flash at the performers. Like, the camera before facing the performers, I'm gonna actually build a bulb around it that has reflective material on the half that faces the band, so it reflects the light back to the stands. And so I don't blind the kids, but I get the effect. I just don't have the right tools, and I'm missing some connectors. So what's this? This is probably, if that's 14 gauge, I mean, shoot, the wire itself, the copper braided wire, is almost as thick as the insulation. Actually, it's probably thicker. So this is going to be 10 gauge, 8 gauge. I got to make sure I get connectors that are big enough for that. Need a soldering gun. I might as well get a wire crimper, do it right. Or wire cutter, pliers with a crimper. And I've got plenty of wire. I'm just I gotta get these stupid spade terminals. All right. I've got my list. I will be back a little later on. Apologize, this wasn't all that fun. This was kind of a letdown from the beginning because I didn't check to see if I had everything I needed. And, well, here in a few hours, we will try this again. And then we will make something. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. I will try to go live here about 2 o'clock or so. We'll see how long it takes me to get to the store and back. The wife's got to do some shopping, so it might take a little while. And also today I've got to engrave a couple cutting boards for a guy in the neighborhood who stopped by last night, asked me if I could cut down a board, some butcher block, put some juice grooves in it, and then do some laser engraving on it. So I'm going to do that later too. And that's going to be fun because I got to put the other lens on the laser, the 4-inch lens. I have never used it, so I'm going to have to do some testing to focus it as well. So that'll be fun. Anyway, I will catch you guys later, and hopefully we can get around to it. So sign off, and catch you guys in a few hours.